Recording? There you go. First of all, thanks for doing this. Thanks for taking the time.
بيشكرك على انك استضفته بتعمل انترفيو معاه.
First talk about a bit about who is Mohamed Ehab, and then the second part is like training questions and more questions from the readers, like more detailed stuff. So let's start. Which part of Egypt did you grow up in? Like, where did you grow up?
منين من مصر؟
الفيوم. الفيوم. Is it like a small town or is it a big town?
مدينة صغيرة ولا كبيرة؟
لا هي كبيرة بس أنا قاعد في المدينة نفسها.
It's actually not very small, but he's in the center. He's living in the center of the town.
Ah, okay. How far away from Cairo is it?
حوالي ساعتين.
Around 2 hours.
2 hours drive. Okay. And then, what was your childhood like? Like, what did your parents do?
مدير أبحاث كلية الزراعة.
His parents were very academic. His father was a researcher, and his mother الوالدة كانت بتعمل ايه تاني؟
شغالة في كلية العلوم قسم كده.
كلية علوم قسم كيمياء. She was in the science academy in the chemistry department.
And his father, what kind of research did he do?
كان الوالد كان
مدير أبحاث كلية الزراعة.
He was the dean of the agricultural university.
What was your childhood like? Were you an active kid? Were you like more shy kid? How did that look like?
والحمد لله طبعا والدي كان بيلعب رفع أثقال وكده.
What he's saying is basically that his father was into weightlifting, so they had a very active childhood. Actually, they were in like a friendly family competition type of childhood because his brother also was weightlifting.
Oh, he has brothers. We didn't even touch on that.
Yeah, we will. Next question. Yeah. So he's saying that actually they didn't call him dad. They called him coach. So they would be always in friendly competitions. Actually, their mom would cook more for who had a new PR, this type of childhood, yeah.
Okay.
So it was very active.
How many brothers does he have? Or does he have sisters too?
عندك كم أخ؟
Are they older?
He's saying that they were 5 boys.
5 boys?
Yeah, and recently last year he lost one of them in an accident. And it was easy for him to become a weightlifter because he was in a sports school. It's like a academy where they used to eat and sleep and train and study.
Wow.
Okay, but the rest of his brothers, they didn't have it easy because some of them were in school, some of them were in university. So basically, his youngest brother, he joined also the academy, this sports academy. So he's trying to make it easier for him to become a weightlifter, you know.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So he's not the youngest child. He's like in the middle somewhere.
أنت مش أصغرهم ها؟
لا في أصغر مني مواليد 2001 بنحاول إن شاء الله الدور الجاي للصغيرين لأن الشباب يعني يظهر مظهر ميدالية يعني إن شاء الله.
إن شاء الله. He's saying no. There's younger than him. His younger brother is born in 2001. They're expecting him to do well in the Junior Olympics.
He's a weightlifter too.
Yeah, he's saying expect a medal from him.
What's his name?
شوقي
Ehab.
Showqi Ehab. We'll look out for him.
Weight وزنه أعلى مني.
كام؟
يعني دلوقتي ممكن 80 كيلو مثلا.
80 ومواليد واحد
لسه
2001. Yeah, he's heavier than him actually. He was born in 2001 and he's 80 kilos.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Somebody's eating well.
Yeah. اللي بياكل كويس.
ودخل الرعاية في بدري يعني.
Yeah, he tried to ease the whole atmosphere for him to become a weightlifter, so he took care of him since childhood.
Then we should probably transition into the beginning of weightlifting. Like when did you first see weightlifting?
أول احتكاك he was 8. His brother took him to the arena and the coach saw him. He saw that he's well built and that he's powerful, and it started from there. He told them to come around 3 times a week, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And before that, you told me he was a wrestler before?
في احنا سمعنا في انترفيو ان انت كنت بتلعب مصارعة.
هو ترجم كمان ده؟
Yeah, he was a wrestler. He was wrestling alongside weightlifting.
Oh,
It was 3 days weightlifting, 3 days wrestling.
Oh,
Yeah, and actually he was weightlifting with 5 people on one spot,
Yeah.
on one bar, basically. And they were a lot older, and he was a lot better. Like he would lift more, but he couldn't compete because his weight was too low and his age was too young.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they were older, so they would compete basically, and he wouldn't. So he would train wrestling alongside with weightlifting, and he actually competed in nationals,
In wrestling?
and he won.
In wrestling?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But
What age was he?
He was around 8, and he competed in nationals when he was 10, and he kept on competing till he was 14.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
14. And when, maybe what age did he join the national team in weightlifting?
أول بقى دخول في المنتخب المصري لرفع الأثقال.
هي كانت من بطولة منطقة.
15. At 15, he had a regional tournament. They entered alongside his academy. Like, it was the academy team. It was كانوا 5 أفراد ولا 8؟ 8. They were 8, a team of 8. They entered, and he prevailed in the like all of the weights that were set. Like they set you a certain amount of weights that you have to pass.
Okay.
So he actually outsnatched everyone and out clean and jerked everyone, and he joined. He was the only one who joined the national team.
Well, so pretty much probably the youngest ever, right?
Yeah, at 15.
15 ونص يعني
15 and a half.
Yeah. What were the struggles in training the national team at the beginning?
الظروف كانت عاملة ازاي في الوقت ده؟ أول دخول ليك في المنتخب.
طبعا
Basically, he's saying that the conditions were all on his side because he was the only one in his weight category at the time in the team. So everyone was helping him, and basically he was very lucky to join the team. His father was very proud, and it wasn't like the conditions were good, but it wasn't perfect because in the same time he had to race against the clock. Because each year he had to prove, because in the team, if you don't prove that you're worth it this year, you'll be replaced easily.
Oh, okay.
So as much as they were good, they were very hard as well, the conditions.
Like, talk about the body weight. What body weight did he enter?
كنت 52
56
56 56.
56. Okay.
Yeah.
That was at 15 and 15 and a half.
انا دخلت المنتخب ب 92 كيلو خطف و 117 كيلو.
He had a 92 snatch. و100 كم؟
و 117 كيلو.
And 117 clean. At 15.
At 15?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And maybe it was early, I don't know. At what time did he set his goal, like, to be a serious professional weightlifter? Was it right from the beginning, or did it occur later during some moment after competition?
امتى ابتديت تفكر خلاص basically when his father passed, he was in competition, and when he came back he was shocked to find out that his father has passed.
What age was it?
كان عندك كام بالظبط؟
كان 16 سنة.
Around 16.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, his father passed, so when he took time off to reflect and think, he was remembering that his father used to tell him that if you're doing something that you don't like or don't love, in the middle you will have struggles, and if you don't love it, you'll quit. So basically, this motivated him to take weightlifting very serious, and that also what motivated him was that his father would be very proud to see him where he is right now.